Now, at the same time, I wanted to also say, right, there is a tendency in Western media, whenever it's a pro-Palestinian activist or it's a Muslim, right, the first thing they'll ask is, do you condemn Hamas, right? Do you condemn Hamas? And Bassem Youssef, he just did another interview with Piers Morgan, but his first one, that was a masterclass in how somebody should respond. And I think the way he conducted the interview, it really shows the power of comedy. And he said that if you want me to condemn Hamas, Hummus, Hassan, I'll condemn all of them, right? And the issue is, we have to ask, as I said, we have no problems, and when somebody asks us, the first thing we should do is we just condemn, right? But then we should ask them, why do you ask me that, right? Why would you think that I would be okay with innocent people being killed? That's the first thing, right? And that's very insulting to me, right? That's very insulting when you are asking me, and it's almost as if you are assuming that I'll be okay with this unless proven otherwise. And secondly, is this question only asked of Muslims? And if that is the case, then I would say it's a very prejudicial question, right? That's a very prejudicial question. So we must, yes, I'm happy to condemn, but then I'm going to ask you, do you condemn the killing of innocent people? And if you're not going to answer, I'm going to stay there. I'm going to stay there until you condemn it. And then I'm also going to ask, why do you only ask me? Why do you only ask Muslims this question, right? And is it because a Muslim is guilty until proven innocent, right? And that's something unacceptable, and that's something we have to reject, right? That's something we have to completely reject. Now, Faisal said, why nobody talks about Hamas started and funded by Israel? Well, the issue is more complex than that. I mean, even Netanyahu did talk about one of the ways that that they want to maintain power, right, is to support Hamas, right, to ensure that Hamas is still in operation, to give them justification, right? I mean, he did talk about this. So it's not as if, like Hamas was completely, like they were all Israeli agents. It's not like that. But there's real politics involved, of course. There are interests in keeping war going, as I mentioned earlier. Even though most people do not benefit from war, some people do. So the dehumanization of Palestinians, right, it takes place in many ways, right? So you hear, I fully condemn this. I fully condemn the killing of Israelis, right? Palestinians, how many people died, right? How many people died? Where did they die? I'm sad about it, but do I really condemn? I think that is another form of dehumanization, right? And I think, just as I said, a fair-minded person, a fair-minded pro-Palestinian person should have no hesitation criticizing Hamas atrocities, right? I think somebody who is not, then please consider that. You have to consider why, when the shoe is on the other foot, it suddenly becomes okay to not condemn.